screen right here. What is Trae Young doing? Right now, you're attached to your man. You got to jam Bam Adebayo as he comes through here so that Clint Capella has time to get on the other side. I mean, Trae Young doesn't even touch him. Okay, if you're going to double baseline right here, all right, so this player's coming to double Capella. John Collins sinks down. This player's got to rotate to the corner. You have to. I mean, another cross screen. Stop. So this player right here, Jalen Johnson, you got to get over here. So when this player comes through, you're jamming this player, knocking him off his spots. This player has time to get on the other side. Again, okay, so the Heat are running a ball screen, and here's some drop coverage. So this player's got to move in now. You got to get to where you got to get to because your feet have to be set. Look at this Hawks player. See how he's moving his feet inward right there? You have no chance. All right, I mean, if you're double in the post, you have to rotate. This player's got to be coming over here now. If Oladipo's cutting, it's this player that takes out the cut. I don't know what Trae Young's doing. He needs to be out here to be ready to rotate if the ball gets thrown here. But, I mean, you don't even rotate once, so I don't even know why I went through all that. This is already very lazy by Clint Capella. You got to be getting up into Bam Adebayo's space right here and start jamming him and battling him for real estate. Like, that never happened. Look at Capella. This is way too nonchalant with Bam Adebayo in the post. And then, look, now you have your hands on him. So if he spins this way, you have absolutely no way of sliding with him. Okay, what is happening here? This is a handoff. It looks like Saddiq Bey is calling out for a switch because he just freezes here. So, I don't know. If Saddiq Bey didn't call it a switch, you can never just assume someone's switching. But if Saddiq Bey says switch, then Trae Young's got to switch. It doesn't matter if you can get under the handoff, whatever. It's bang, bang. You got to go here. You got to go here because you know Saddiq Bey's not going towards Duncan Robinson. But that is what happens. Okay, so the Hawks run drop coverage right here. All right, so this guard has got to be scrambling to get underneath Jimmy Butler. This big's dropping, but you need to be able to guard one-on-one eventually. So Jimmy Butler's hesitating right now. So this player should be, again, sprinting to get underneath Jimmy Butler. Look at this Hawks player. That is way too nonchalant right there. This Hawks shot is up right now. These Hawks players here just staring at the shot is horrible. Sprint back now. Now. Look at how long. Look what are these players doing? What is Saddiq Bey doing here? Why is he coming over to double? Look at this. This player's guarding just fine. Why are you coming over here? So, look at this. What are you doing? So now you're going to scramble to get back out to your man, but he's going to beat you back door. God. Okay, I mean, if you're going to have backside help here, if that's what you want to do, so this player's sliding over here, then DeAndre Hunter's got to get wide, okay? And John Collins has got to stay dropping towards the ball because Trae Young's nowhere to be found. You can't leave the ball before Trae Young is back. So John Collins has got to stay here. You got backside help right here. DeAndre Hunter's got to get wide. If a ball gets thrown here, you're going here. This player's going up here. But none of those things happen. One of the worst hedges you will see. Stop. So this play, I mean, everything's wrong here. This player can't be going under the screen. If you're hedging, you go over, okay? And Trae Young now has got to cut Jimmy Butler's dribble off. He can't turn the corner. And then when this player comes here, we have backside help right here, all right? That's it. That's how you do it. But this player goes under the screen. Jimmy Butler's allowed to turn the corner, and now Jimmy Butler is getting a very easy layup. Organized in transition. If Trae Young is guarding this player here, then why is this Hawks player still standing here? Go guard the ball or someplace else. We got two Hawks guarding one right now. That's the bottom line. Another cross screen right here. Stop. John Collins needs to be attached to his man. When Tyler Herro comes through, you have to jam Tyler Herro and knock him off his spot so Trae Young can get on the other side. Again, look at this. You don't even touch him. So now he's catching this too low. Here's your problem right here. The Hawks just don't guard this down screen. You got to get attached, arms out. Oladipo cannot curl. You got to force him out so this player can get on the other side. Look at this. You let him curl. I mean, come on. Look at the space. So now that's going to force an incredibly late switch on this handoff. If this player's out of position to guard, do this if you're Bogdanovic. You can see him anticipating the screen. If you get screened, you get screened. But what you cannot do is this. Look at this. Look at how he's anticipating a screen that's never set. So now you're just beat. Onyeka Okongwu is doing way too much staring right here. You got to start sprinting back now, okay? This is not enough urgency in transition. Look at Okongwu right there. That is so bad. If you had sprinted back, you're here in a defensive stance, but you're twisted like a pretzel now. So Trae Young's going to go under this handoff. As soon as he's through this handoff, like, you got to get back up and guard Jimmy Butler. There can't be space, because look at this. Jimmy Butler's going to twist and set a screen here, okay? So if you're up here, you're able to guard Gabe Vincent. But no. Going under this screen, you got to fully commit to going under. So right now, you're going under. Look at DeJounte Murray. He's going to try and go over first. No. And now... not lean towards this screen early. If Victor Oladipo comes off the screen, then you start to defend the screen. But look at this player's already leaning early towards the screen. So now Tyler Herro is just going to set the screen at a different angle, and Victor Oladipo is going to be open. Okay, turnover, whatever, it happens, stop. So right now these players should be getting back, not going towards the ball. Look at both of these Hawks players. Instead of getting back, where are they going? Towards the ball. That is... So you're running drop coverage off this handoff. So I guess Clint Capella is all the way underneath here because he's not expecting backside help on Bam Adebayo's roll. So if that's the case, then Trae Young's got to be over here then. Back to the baseline defensive stance. All right? Feet set. See, look at this. Trae Young's nowhere to be found until way too late. So if you're Trae Young right here, you never guard like this with your back to the ball. Like, he's got to move over and have his back to the baseline so he's seeing ball, seeing man, okay? Because the other thing when you guard like this is, look at this, you're not really ready to guard Tyler Herro right now because this is a flare screen. So if you were where you were supposed to be, you'd be already here with your back to the baseline. And if Tyler Herro comes off a flare, then you just are able to chase over the top right with him. But look at this. You're not ready to guard, so now you've got your hands on Tyler Herro, who's just going to use that to create space off of that flare screen. If you're going to be in drop coverage, Clint Capella cannot be committing to where he thinks the screen is going. Wait for Bam Adebayo. See, look at this. You're already going this way. Bam Adebayo's setting the screen this way. You need to be dropping over here. So I guess the Hawks, for some reason, are switching right here. I don't understand that, but okay. So if you're John Collins, you just switched. So you are guarding this player here in the corner. Bogdanovic already has this gap right here. You need to get out wide because you're just standing in the paint. I mean, what about that switch that just occurred? Another horrible hedge. If you're Trae Young, you cannot let Jimmy Butler turn the corner. If you're this player here, you can't go under the screen. You got to go over, and you have backside help right here. I mean, again, Trae Young is letting his man, Jimmy Butler on the hedge turn the corner. This player is going under, so he's not ready to guard Jimmy Butler. It's just all a disaster. What's Trae Young doing? Get underneath Tyler Herro, battle for real estate, initiate contact. You cannot front the post here. Look at this. You have no backside help. One, and then two, look at when you're fronting the post, what happens. Tyler Herro is going to set a screen and screen two Hawks players while doing so. I mean,